Welcome to our first podcast in a long time.
Hello.
Oh, okay. Just started off like that. Hello, I'm Renee again. Same people except
Justin. There's Justin.
Except for Justin.
No, I'm the same Justin.
We have our president, vice president, and the same PR.
And guest commentator from
from
last semester, Justin, the ex-president. I am currently here as a
representative of anime.
As a lover of anime, yes, indeed. I still head up Kanji-Con, but yeah, no longer an anime club officer, just here for the free internet.
Is it doing good and doing wonders for you?
Oh, no, actually, Loba Wi-Fi is terrible.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you guys can all relate to that. I always have to forget the network and then re-remember it on my iPhone or my iPad.
Mm-hmm.
It's a piece of shit.
So our real new member is Alejandro. Introduce
Hello.
yourself and talk about yourself for 30 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah. Enjoy
30 minutes, it's a
as
lot.
we do the exact same thing that happens
As you heard.
every semester in class, the very first week.
Who are you?
My name's Alejandro, as Renee says. Favorite anime would probably have to be Code Geass.
Ooh.
Definitely.
And why?
It ain't biased because technically that was my first anime,
Oh, same here.
but I really liked the plot from it. And really, I just thought it ended well.
Solid. So, you found the best anime, watched it, and everything's just been downhill.
I wouldn't say that. There have been some other good ones, but not a lot of bad ones. That's good.
Code Geass.
Oh man.
You know, I asked my roommate if I should rewatch Code Geass, and he looked at me and said, "You know, I've got nothing against Code Geass, Justin, but I don't see why you should rewatch it." So, like, what would you say to Leon? How many times have you rewatched it? And is that the minimum amount of times that it should be watched?
I haven't, well, I've only rewatched it once.
Oh.
Technically, like, it's just like, for me, it's watch anime, and then if I'm done, it's done.
Wow.
Usually I don't really go back to it unless there is a character I really liked from it. That's when I'll rewatch it.
I have rewatched Code Geass a lot of times, and I have a friend who watched it even more than I did.
Okay, so what is
What's
your
the ballpark
opinion?
minimum number?
Yeah, the minimum amount, because I've watched it once, Alejandro twice, Rob
Half a time.
zero.
Zero.
I've watched half of the first season. Should I watch it?
No.
should
It's the question being addressed here is how many times should you rewatch? Because it should have already come to pass that
Okay,
you've
so
watched
how
Code
many
Geass.
more times should I watch it?
So you're going to have to form your answer.
In the
X
form-
and a half.
Just watch it once.
So
I
half a
regret watching it. It wasted a lot of my time.
Wow. Trampling on Alejandro's feelings.
Well, okay, I rewatched. You didn't rewatch. Well, you
didn't
watched it
rewatch it
once.
once.
Yeah, so you should be agreeing with me, not against me. Anyway,
So every time you watched it, it just got worse and less worth rewatching.
I think because the first time you're watching, you're kind of amazed and thinking about what's going on, and then the second time you confirm either you like it since you already know what's gonna happen, so you just look at the little bitty details, like I did for Steins Gate.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my take on rewatching. So, you guys?
Well, hang on, Renee Senpai. How many times, I want to become more like you? So in order to do this, how many times do I have to watch Code Geass?
Once.
But, no, how many times to match the legendary you?
Wait, how many times did I watch it?
Yeah.
Oh, probably 4 times, 5 times.
Rewatch or watch?
Rewatch.
So both first and second season, all 50 episodes or something?
I skipped episodes.
Oh.
So I don't know if you'll call that pure rewatching, but it's still there.
No, that's fine. It's like flipping through a series. I've done that too.
So now I'm just resorting to YouTube clips of it if I ever want to go back to it. But other than that, and yeah, you should rewatch it only once. Don't do what I did. Watch another series.
This is a very prescriptive anime podcast.
Technically,
here's what you should watch. Here's how many times you should watch it. These are the specific clips.
Wash it down with whiskey and repeat.
Take a drink every time something happens.
Take a shot.
Seems good and safe.
So, I guess we'll start with Justin. How was your week?
That was weak. That was weak
Could've
compared
been
to the
better.
other one. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I don't think we talked about the other one.
My week's been good.
Was it a singular week or was it a whole winter break?
I did have a whole winter break.
Oh,
I went to
big.
Anime Los Angeles over that winter break.
Nice.
how was it?
That trip, the trip itself was muy difficile. But the convention was a lot of fun. For those of you that don't know, ALA, this past Anime Los Angeles is the end of an era in a lot of ways. The chair is changing, the location is changing, and also my going there. This has been like a convention that I've gone to like every year as a president of Anime Club. So the fact that I'm not going to be able to go as president of Anime Club anymore was, it was the end of an era in a lot of ways. But it was a lot of fun. Like Anime Los Angeles always is. Too bad Renee couldn't be there.
I was there. Around. Not in the place, but I was in
spirit.
California. I was doing my own con in my room.
Just wasn't well attended.
The first annual Renee Con. Why did you schedule it the same weekend as ALA? I'm sure you lost a lot of people.
No, same amount. Same amount came in. Same amount left.
One.
So what's your turnout count looking? Just positive.
7,000.
Um,
So who is taking over for Chaz? Chaz
vice
was a very
chair.
nice dude.
Dude, it's exactly like what's happening in Anime Club. You have the president retiring, stepping down, but still remaining involved, and stepping up to his position is the vice chair. So that's a scenario that's mirrored in our very own Anime Club, where I step down, I let my vice president step up, and I continue to assist in at least this respect. So yeah, it's kind of a nifty little mirror of events happening all the way over in Los Angeles. My month of December was also very good. It was very relaxing to get away from school and work. I spent a lot of time indoors, which was good.
How about those new series? You watch any of them?
I did. I watched quite a few of them, but
We'll talk about that later.
Cut you off right quick.
Rob, I'm getting better at this.
Hello?
Hello.
What? You said Rob. Yeah, Justin was about to talk about his month of December. All right, Rob, what do you guys say? Well, I don't know. Rob had an all right time. I played some Hearthstone. I played some League. Played some Pokemon. I did not watch much anime, but one thing me and Justin did together, we played some Metal Gear for the first time.
Which one?
Got through Metal Gear 1 on normal difficulty. I think we were...
Metal Gear Solid 1.
Yes.
Nice.
First time I ever played it. Was pretty fun. I like the box. The box is a good strategy.
Always.
But yeah, no new anime. Not even caught up on the anime I was going to finish last semester. So that's my month of anime.
Yeah, same thing here. Like, my backlog is so bad that I don't know if I can catch up. But
at
I'm
least-
probably going to power through it all at some point.
Plus, at least you have more shows than Rob.
Nope.
I don't know. It feels very strange. Rob has watched so few anime.
I'm probably worse here. Like, my backlog goes all the way back to like spring.
Have
of
you
last
finished
year.
animes before?
Yeah,
Geass.
yeah, Code Geass. Like, I can name a few,
He finished
but it's just
it.
that school and all it's bugging me. Yeah,
So,
but
How was your month?
Month of December.
Yeah.
It was all right. Went back home. Played a lot of the new Smash Bros.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Who's your main?
Palutena.
Should be Diddy Kong.
Are you saying that based on the tier list, or
Tier
just
list?
because he's
I am saying
dope?
that based on the tier list.
Well, I don't know. I became used to her. It's just like I know most of her moves and all that, and it's just like, yeah, I can play as her easily. Although it took like forever just to know the controls, because I was just like going in without looking at the controls.
The first time I beat David Vizazero in a 4-player match was with Palutena.
Nice.
Never beat him in Brawl. Not even once.
I beat him in Brawl once.
1v1 or 4-player?
Yeah, 1v1.
Nice.
Back when I was in my prime.
I like how much of this is now around David Vizazero, the god of Brawl.
Well, he is a pretty good Brawl player. But Brawl, you know, to its credit, is a pretty broken competitive game. There are ways to just, you know, cheese victory, which is what Project M tried to fix.
Who's all of our mains? Since we're talking about mains, so that's Palutena, Samus,
Main or
Link.
Zero?
Link.
Zero Suit Samus?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's me too.
Oh, nice.
The mobility, it's dope. Double jumping, pretty cool. 3 jumping though. Really cool.
Dojinshi.
Yeah, those are strong.
Mobility, the Dojinshi.
I mean,
It's like a double, triple threat.
Oh god. And anything else?
Other than that, it was just Kantai Collection also.
Alright, so we'll get into that later on.
playing
Yeah.
or the anime?
Playing. The anime wasn't out during winter
He
break.
showed me how to play.
The Mobage. Mobile game.
I think it's
It's not.
also
It's only
computer
for.
also.
They don't recommend it on phone. Windows tablet is alright, but you do want a computer or a laptop.
What? I thought you could play it on your eye.
I don't think a smartphone would have enough capability to simulate it all.
Oh, man.
Nice.
So it's like a step up from Cinderella Girls.
I think so.
And for me, I just watched anime. Some of my friends tried to get me into Weiss Schwartz.
Yeah.
It's pretty interesting since I remember playing it with you guys.
Oh, it wasn't just us.
No, it wasn't just us. He had more friends than us.
Yeah, but it wasn't just
I mean,
us
how are
that
you gonna
tried to get
have-
you into Weiss Schwartz, because there aren't other people that play Weiss
Oh,
Schwartz.
California.
Yeah, at ReneeCon, I bet there were a bunch.
All 7,000 of them. Well, in that case, what Weiss Schwartz deck are you going to main?
I didn't buy anything or thinking about. I'm just trying it out. They have like the Love Live decks, Persona 4. So it was interesting. Luck was in my side in most of the games.
Yeah.
Getting those, what do you call those?
Climaxes?
Climaxes every
You
single
just
time.
outskill them all the time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course. And
Skill max.
besides that, got my cosplay that I'm thinking of doing, and then yeah, that's it. And
You can't leave us hanging.
I hate
Oh.
cosplay. Don't tell us.
for you viewers, it's darker than black, and you guys could probably guess who it is.
Is it the
If
headless
not, it's the
one?
main
Hey.
headless one.
No, it's Hey.
Hey, yeah.
The headless one, that's Durarara.
Yeah. Is it that one?
No, that's darker than black. Fucking casual.
And yeah,
She's a Dolan hand from Durarara. Her name is Celtic. God. You guys know there's a College Humor trivia show where, like, for example, when you watch Jeopardy, you have to preface each answer with what is blank in the form of a question. The requirement for this show is to preface every answer with actually. So it sounds like a bunch of fucking nerds like spouting answers and making corrections. Actually, Rob, that's from Durarara. I felt like that person just then.
and I think that's all our weeks, right? So let's go into topic time.
Yeah, new topics.
All right.
Here's a news or old topic. We talked about it. The Ghost in the
I
Shell.
guess that covers everything, new or old.
But there's a confirmed date now for Ghost in the Shell. Now it's on April 14th, 2017. So look forward to that.
That feel when no confirmed date.
We'll remind you guys
Remind you in 2 years?
2 years away.
Wow.
Although we won't be here.
Unless it's canceled. That's always a possibility.
Yeah.
Then
For a literal ever.
Then anyone wants to talk about that?
The Ghost in the Shell movie, or how it's coming out in 2 years.
I should watch Ghost in the Shell.
Yeah,
I should
I was
too.
going to say, I should watch Ghost in the Shell.
Did you
My
watch it?
roommate watched Ghost in the Shell over the break. It wasn't a movie. I have seen the movie, by the way. It's a very good movie. Y'all should watch it as soon as possible. But he watched, I think, an anime miniseries remake that they had put up on Netflix. He said he didn't fully understand why they done it, but he enjoyed it nonetheless. So, yeah, Gits is available on Netflix, you guys, so no excuses.
So everyone has Netflix.
Dude, everyone does. If you take a survey of the other people in, your sophomore classes, 100%, I guarantee it.
Survey of the 4 people in this room. Yeah,
See?
yeah, 100%.
I'm telling you.
Anywhere you go.
College campus. I mean, everyone's cutting the cord and buying Netflix.
And then next thing, Clannad Kickstarter had a huge success.
What was this supposed to be?
What?
What were those words you said?
Clannad Kickstarter had a huge success.
Clannad.
In less than 14 hours, they reached their goal, and now they have a lot of stretch goals they added on, and they're doing it. And the date's already done, so too late for you guys. Viewers!
You guys.
Unless you use other means, then good for you guys.
I have to finish After Story.
You just stopped on first season?
I finished the first season back during 2013. And I don't know how I made it through. Thank God for Tomoyo. Is all I can say. But
Is she the one that does those sweet roundhouse kicks?
yeah. But,
All right.
Did Rob watch it?
No, I saw a sweet AMV,
No.
and I just chose a character who I thought was epic.
So you guys all came to Clannad through the anime, and then you, found out about the game later.
Yep.
I actually knew about the game.
Yeah, same here. I didn't...
Yeah, I just didn't play it.
Yeah.
Okay. I remember, oh man, God, I sound like a crotchety old man, but being on the cutting edge of, when they were translating the game, the fans, the Waffle House. Yeah, so I played the game first, watched the anime, loved the anime, backed the Kickstarter. So, yeah, I'm really psyched. I didn't back enough to get any of the cool rewards. I haven't had a lot of money to back with Kickstarter, but I think it's super cool that they're doing that English manga, right?
Yeah, I saw that.
It's an original manga that they're putting out, and it's going to come out first in English, right? And they used, some of the original character artists and designers from the Clannad project, even though the game is over 10 years old now. It's still excellent. Yeah, I can't wait for it to come out on Steam and for Weeaboo Games to get another notch in that belt.
So if I remember the last podcast, the recommendation was I should play/watch Clannad.
Yeah.
Though, if I remember right, you are also saying the first season is a positive story, or not at least super depressing.
More or less.
Not really.
Yeah.
It's just...
No? I thought you said it's when you hit After Story that gets depressing.
Well, it's a feels train the whole way through, really. Which, I mean, I encourage you to take that journey. But I would recommend playing the game, because the game is huge. It's more text than War and Peace, right? But what that means is there's a lot of depth to it, and you can get a lot more into each of the characters', stories by playing the game, and you can actually tailor your experience a little more that way. So, say you have no understanding of any of the characters, the backstories, or whatever. Like say if you were a Japanese weeb in 2003, then you can actually play the game and sort of discover about what you want to discover. When I first played the game, I went all the way through the dorm mistresses route, and that was because it just seemed the most appealing to me, and the route really delivered. If you were to watch the anime, you wouldn't see anything about her backstory until after story, at the very least. So it's definitely a different experience. I think the anime complements the game. I don't think the anime should replace it. Mm-hmm. So if you have the luxury of time, you should definitely do both and prioritize the game, especially now that it's confirmed for an English release.
And there's also another Kickstarter for Fruits of Grisaia.
Yes.
So I backed that one up for the 3 games.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just looking forward to that. So you guys should also Kickstarter too.
Yeah, well, Kickstarter's the best.
Back it up, I mean, yeah.
Back
it up.
I kickstarted one thing. Actually, 2 technically. I did backstart Kanji-Con, but the only other thing was a game I found out at Anime Expo, Grimoire Magica. It's Monster Girl card game. Yeah.
It doesn't sound like that's the name at all.
Giri Magica, I think.
Do you know what it is, Renee? You were at Anime Expo. What's your excuse? I guess I was too.
I'm pretty sure it's Giri Magica. But yeah, so one game, and I've been waiting, I guess, 9 months now.
Yeah. Doesn't usually that take a year for it to eventually come?
Maybe. I don't know. I've never actually kicked anything.
Because I think I have 3 or 4 of them, so I'm just waiting till next. I think all come out next year, so I don't know when, but if it comes, I'll say, oh, present.
Hunie Pop just came out, and that was funded in 2013, so...
Oh. Hunie Pop?
Oh, good to know. Any Kickstarts?
I'm practically broke half the time. Because I either, buy anime or buy figures and all that.
My, kickstarting strategy is actually a little less... I wish I could support them more, but like you, my money situation is tight. So what I'll typically do is I'll throw $1 in the jar, because I do want to support them, even though it's a really small amount. It does add up. If enough people like me pitch that $1 in, then it's, donuts and coffee on a particularly bad day for the developers when they're wondering if they can meet the deadline or whatever. It's, maybe it's that difference. I like imagining that, at least.
You guys ever watch a show and that's probably 24 episodes, right? And then they usually have a different opening in between, right?
Yeah.
So have you ever had a time when either the song or the visuals are the same for the second half? The visuals will be the same, but be the same, but a different song over it.
I happen to know they did that with Log Horizons.
Yeah.
Because everyone loves Database.
I don't. Who likes it here?
Love it.
The only one raising his hand is Rob.
No, I actually love it too.
And you know you love it.
I haven't watched Log Horizons.
You don't?
No.
I skipped it.
I'm technically correct, though. It's not the words that make it work. It's the guitars. Pretty sick.
I think it's the words.
It's
the words are very English, and maybe you like that, maybe you don't. I just think the guitar is actually sick.
And then it's got that sort of pause in the song, and you just see the guy doing this.
Except in season 2. Season 2, they lose that.
Terrible.
Yep. One I wish they would do it for. One Piece, the One Piece rap every season. Different visuals, One Piece rap, always. It's so good.
So that's an example of a song that is pretty removed from whatever the original in Japan was.
No, I think that's what they had. I think
Really?
everyone had that.
What they had was, how's it go? Hi-yo, hi-yo.
Yeah.
I remember hearing.
Right?
Yeah. Don't give it up, Luffy.
Don't give it up, Nami.
There we
That
go.
shit.
Yeah, we know it. Everyone knows it. It's way better than any of the other ones they got.
Those are some fighting words.
You think there's another good One Piece opening?
Some people would think so.
Nah, everyone agrees. The rap.
You can put a straw poll.
I'll probably
See how few people respond.
Not just disagree, but just don't respond.
So yeah, that's just my thing. Because one of the shows I'm watching called Crossing just did that, where they have the same visuals and just different songs. So that's why I brought that up.
Better music or worse?
It doesn't suit the visuals. Like, you would know when visuals and the music kind of goes pretty good at the timing and all that, I guess. I'm not an expert, but that's all our topics. So how about that winter season?
Oh, that's a topic.
Oh. Okay, it's a topic.
Winter season and the anime that
Who
we're
did
showing.
their homework?
No, I didn't. But there's one I want to watch still.
Which one?
I did my homework.
Assassin Classroom.
You didn't watch? I watched it,
Yeah, there we go.
and it's strange. So if you like strange stuff, watch Assassin Classroom. Just know Jun Fukuyama's there. So
Would
that's
you
pretty
call
good.
it strange in the JoJo Bizarre Adventure way? Where it's just,
I didn't watch JoJo.
okay, like Perfect Hair Forever or Bobo.
The hell are you talking about?
These are some
Never mind.
strange anime
I
I
wouldn't
know.
say it's strange now. I'll say it's more similar to a style. You guys know Danganronpa?
Oh yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Well, I'm referencing the anime, not the game, but
Yeah.
so it's similar to that in that aspect. And
I
yeah.
thought they were going to go for a more
like
funny comedic tone to it.
They-
Especially with that description.
He's really fast. It's ridiculous how
he
fast
is a tentacle monster that moves at Mach 10.
And apparently, you don't kill him with bullets. You have to use like little pellets. Like they don't kill humans, but they'll apparently kill him. I don't see how they could win against him right now. It's pretty ridiculous.
Is it a cool shonen? Like, are there cool action sequences to it?
from the tentacle teacher? Yeah.
Yeah.
Like there's one part where he said, "Oh, I'll let you guys have an advantage. He tied himself to a tree. He dodged like 30 like all the other students' fire of guns and all that. And yeah. That's so. Anything else you want to watch besides that?
I forgot what else is showing.
Oh. Next.
Yeah, just like Rob, I have not done my homework either. The only thing I've watched, I've watched Kantai Collection. So far, I would say it was surprisingly good. Like, I expected it to be total crap, to be honest. Like, I think everyone expected it just to be like a bad, what's it called?
Harem anime?
Well, not that, just like,
Slice of life.
no, like,
Strike Witches.
Ooh.
I've not watched Strike Witches, so I can't say.
Pantsu.
Girls in Panza?
Been meaning to watch that also. But anyways,
Sky
but like,
Girls.
We're very good at naming all of these examples.
no, but in reference to the game, it doesn't do that much of a bad job. Third episode, I watched it today. I have to say I was surprised by the ending. Like, I didn't think they would go down sinking a ship, but apparently they might go down that path.
And then sinking a ship in the game is like equivalent to dying, right?
Yeah, it's equivalent to dying. Even though in the game you could rebuild it.
Just to be sure, sorry to interrupt, but like, just to be sure, is that like towards the end of the show, of the episode, that when this person got sunk, or towards the middle?
It's towards the end, like
Oh, okay.
like at the very end, I would say.
I actually haven't seen episode 3 yet. Any Bismarck?
No, I don't think Bismarck will be making an appearance since she's a German ship.
Oh yeah,
And
I guess
not
that
Imperial
wouldn't be
Navy.
part of the setting.
However, Bismarck, not a bad ship actually in the game, I would say.
She's not bad at all.
Yeah.
Do you not? Why'd you have to look it up?
I
What
didn't
kind of
know.
Kantai Collection
Personally,
participant are you?
so far I like it just because Nagato has made is like a main and head secretary ship, which would be where I would also put her if I got her in game.
Too hard to get.
Yeah, like a bunch of those ships are like hard to get.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. I've been trying for like 3 months, maybe. Nothing. And what's worse is that I've hit the ship limit.
Well, it's hard to get into the game too, right? Because you have to be
yeah.
selected via a lottery system.
Yeah, you have to be selected via lottery system. You need to have a Japanese IPN to get in, just to play the game. Or else it'll say, nope, you can't get in. You can't play.
But there's pretty easy ways to get that. Like there's browser extensions, for example, to spoof your IP, right?
On the wiki for Kantai Collection, it will guide you through how the proxy connections you can use, like what to do about the lottery. Like to get in, you need to wait for when their official Twitter announces a lottery on a specific day. And of course, this is in like Japanese time, so you need to also set your clocks, your computer clock to Japanese time, or else it'll screw up some of the game stuff like repair time.
Yeah. Well, the reason they do all this is they can only allow the most dedicated admirals to command these ships.
Yes.
So by going through all of this as an English speaker, you prove yourself to be among those qualified to raise your own ship harem.
Yeah.
Fleet. Yeah, that's of course fleet.
Yeah. Interesting concept. Also in the game is marriage. You could marry your favorite ship.
Yes, Japan.
Technically, the benefits for it is that not only do their stats get boosted, they can get now a max level of 150, because your max level before marriage was like 99. Marrying them will take them to level 100.
Can you get baby ships?
No. That's true.
Because that's
why would you want baby ships?
Fire Emblem.
That's why you have
the next
Dojins.
generation.
Yeah. There's actually one with one of the destroyers, which is bad.
To be honest, I think I knew about Kantai from first Dojins.
Oh,
and
yes.
I never knew about Kantai ever before until Dojins.
Yeah,
Then I thought it was a card game, but it's an online card game.
Yeah,
and anime.
That's how I found out about Ori no Imoto.
In that order? I thought Ori was pretty popular as an anime first.
Really?
No?
Oh.
Dude,
Or did you just find it
was
early?
a light novel first, right? And the character designs existed alongside the light novel. So it was the same for Haruhi. I mean, it was a light novel first, and then it wasn't adapted into an anime, which is when it grew in popularity. But Imo had plenty of fan works out and about before the anime had even started airing. Because the way Japanese, publishing works is they give you it in all formats. So, like right now, there's a bunch of Imo figures, the anime, a manga adaptation, a light novel, which was the source material, but from that sprung everything else.
I kind of like Death Parade. One, it was a recommendation from the last podcast, but apparently no one watched it here.
I'm sure Ed watched it. He's not here.
Yeah. So that one's pretty interesting because I think, did we talk about what it was last time?
What it was based on, yeah.
So I still need to watch Death Billiards. Even though I think that's like a spin-off or something, or is it basically the same thing based on the people?
It's still based on the room where two people show up. I think the Death Parade, from what I understand, gives us a little more insight into the character of the denizens of the room.
Mm-hmm.
So the man and the woman. Beyond that, though, I haven't actually watched it. I don't know if I mentioned yet in the podcast, but I'm waiting for, maybe 4 or 5 episodes to show up, so that I can watch them all in succession.
So I guess the main idea from what I saw from the episode 1 so far, it's mostly a game, like gambles, and that's why Ed liked it. So the gamble of life. I think the first. Wait, would that be spoiling if I say what happened? It probably will be.
Probably.
So you guys should watch Death Parade. It's pretty interesting. It has like a game of life thing. So
is it episodic?
Well, for the first sequence, it was just 1 episode, but the second one went like the behind the scenes of it. So I guess it went more in depth into the reasons of that and goes beyond the results.
Okay.
And then I think it ends with another person, but yeah, and it has they have the denizens there, but it brought, I guess, another person with a different, more human perspective to give more like the clash between ideals, I guess.
Okay.
So that's pretty interesting. So that's in my watch, and then the other one, which Tokyo Ghoul, is pretty good second season, and Cinderella Girls. Okay.
Anyone can be Cinderella or Prince Charming, Renee, as long as you believe.
So basically, I talked about this last podcast. I kind of like idol shows, so I kind of like Cinderella. I tried the mobile game. It was hard. I didn't understand anything. I tried using the wikis for all that, but it's a lot of work.
It's definitely hard. I was taught once how to use it. And I was also taught that there are like more advanced things that you can do that you can only do with a Japanese mobile phone. Mm-hmm. So one thing that there exists intermediaries in Japan that will receive texts from the Idolmaster server for you, send you the contents of the text, and it works like a verification code process, right? So if you ever forget your password, you get a verification sent via email. In this case, it allows you to unlock certain features in the Idolmaster, mobile game. So you'd have to employ someone in Japan to use their cell phone just to get this text and be like, "Hey, come on, man, I'll send you 150 yen." I did have a note on Cinderella Girls. Let's see here. Shibuya the best.
Yes, I agree. I second that.
We're gonna have to find another best.
Oh, hey, I bought her figure recently. Continue.
What? He looks at me. Continue. I'm just looking up my waifu. All right. So, anyone else have anything to say about the new season?
I will watch more anime.
I will catch up. Because I'm going to crack the whip and make you do anime club work. All right, so I'm going to go through my impressions of a bunch of shows this new season. I'm going to try to be fast here. Death Parade, we've already discussed. Junketsu no Maria is a hardcore ecchi anime with a candid succubus and a shoujo, aka virgin witch. I guess it's kind of a coming-of-age thing. It was really weird because I'm not sure who the audience is. I dropped it. Kantai Collection. I watched the leaked pilot, the one that was leaked by a Korean guy. Did you guys see that? It was like a shaky cam. I thought it was kind of surprising.
Oh, I did see that.
Yeah, see, Rob saw it.
I saw
First time I'm hearing about this.
I saw it in Japanese and I didn't understand anything, so I let it go.
Yeah, I saw it in Japanese
disappeared.
too. But the thing is, I mean, the story is, you don't really need to understand all of the dialogue to see like what's happening. My favorite part of the leak, though, is in the scene where the archer ships, I forget what they're called.
They're aircraft carriers.
Yeah, the aircraft carriers. So they're shooting the arrows, and the arrows turn into the fighter planes.
Yeah.
The guy who's recording this on the shaky cam, as that happens, audibly goes, "What the fuck?" I suppose he wasn't expecting that. But, I mean, that's literally what happens. Spoilers for the first episodes. They turn into fighter planes, and then the planes shoot the target. So, you know, it still kind of works. It's kind of funny, being an adaptation of a, I guess it's not technically a mobile game, but a kind of game where you have to check in periodically, and you have to, you know, and you have the opportunity to use paid transactions to refill fuel and so on and so forth. Mm-hmm. It's sort of funny seeing that animated. Like, they had that scene in the second episode where they're in the spa, and she's like, "Yeah, no, I'm repairing." And there's a digital clock, like, counting down how much time left until you can use her again.
Yeah.
And then, you know, the Admiral...
sends in a bucket.
Yeah, he sends in a bucket, pours it in the thing, and then the timer goes down, and I'm like, oh, so he just paid $1 to be able to use the ship again.
Technically, the buckets and, like, all that stuff, you could get it from quests that you do in game, so it's not really you have to spend money.
You don't have to spend the money, but you can, right?
You can. Usually, people spend money when there's like events coming up and they're not prepared at all, and so they're like, "Oh crap, I need a lot of buckets." So, and then like next thing, there's an image that's like of a wallet, and like, you know, the like serious damage.
Yeah. It's
like that, like empty.
Serious damage to the wallet. That's funny. So I thought that was actually pretty novel. I appreciate that they're animating those parts of the game too.
Did not expect like the moaning.
Yeah, no, I did not expect that at all. So I am enjoying Kantai Collection. I'm not. Well, I'm enjoying it. It's sort of a guilty pleasure, I guess I'll say. Kofuku Graffiti, Shaft's new thing. I fell asleep halfway through the first episode.
But the food, though.
That food, though. I admit the girls are cute.
Food.
And they seem to really enjoy cooking and eating. But yeah, again, I fell asleep halfway through the first episode. A slow anime, so watch it if you want something with a slice of life vibe, like Nun Nun Biori or something like that. Rolling Girls, good animation, cool action, doesn't seem that deep. So if you want a lot of style and little substance, go to Rolling Girls. I might watch more of it. We already discussed Idol Masters. Yuri Kuma Arashi. Who else has seen this?
I dropped it.
You dropped it. So Yuri Kuma Arashi is about Yuri Kumas.
Yep.
Gay bears. It's a deconstructionist anime, right? So watch it if you want to analyze it, essentially. Yeah, I also dropped it. I couldn't watch it. But I look forward to reading the many academic papers that are going to analyze it for feminist theory and deconstructionist theory.
I just couldn't handle the bear.
You couldn't handle the bear? I actually really liked that aspect of it. But, I mean, it's just... Maybe it's because I don't have enough like experience watching Yuri anime. I get the impression that you get a lot more out of this if you knew the tropes of Yuri anime that this was playing off of and subverting. Because it's like Madoka in that sense, right? So if you watch Magical Girl anime and you watch Madoka afterwards, you see how Madoka takes all the themes and sort of subverts them, which is turns them around, makes them dark. That's what this is trying to do. So it might be interesting if you're into analysis or that sort of thing. Probably not that too interesting to the layman. And also, I forgot to put this on my list, but How to Raise a Boring Girlfriend. Did you guys see this?
I saw. Wait, episode 0 or 1?
Both.
Oh. I've watched it also.
Oh, okay.
I was thinking about not watching episode 0 because the title itself just says fan service. But I watched it.
Yeah. That one's pretty good. A little more of a guilty pleasure. It's about it's really similar to The World God Only Knows in a way. So you have a guy that's more into 2D than 3D, so he sort of accidentally builds a harem around him.
Make a game.
Yeah, they want to make a Dojin game, and it's pretty interesting. I found myself sympathizing with a lot of his struggles of trying to get people together and do shit when they don't really want to.
Do you know his voice actor?
I don't know his voice actor.
It's the same as Kirito.
Oh man,
He has a lot of roles in this season,
wow.
so look forward to that. Any Kirito fans?
Kirito from Sao, right? Sword Art Online.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a good thing you said that because I was just really blanking hard.
You didn't know who... Wow, really?
I'm like, I know this name, but that's not Kira.
Not Kira from Death Note.
I'm just out.
I'm really bad with names also. Like, ask me to name anyone from this season other than Shibuya Rin, and I cannot do it.
Can you name that gory anime from last season?
Tokyo Ghoul?
Parasite?
No, it's Gakyo.
Akame ga Kill.
Akame. Who couldn't say it earlier?
Yet never been able to.
Amagi something.
No, that's a different anime.
Yeah, I called it Amagi Gakyo. Amagi is brilliant.
I can talk about Hunie Pop if you want.
What is that anyway?
You don't know what Hunie Pop is?
What is
you
that?
know, you guys don't know what Hunie Pop is?
You are a pimp. No, a gigolo. There we go.
That's misspelled. Hunie.
And women pay to spend time with you, apparently. That's as much as I know about the game. And it's because he said
it's a dating sim / puzzle game. So you get to play Bejeweled and at the same time date these bishojos. And it's a fully English game. It was kickstarted also with English voice actors, which are, for a lot of people, hit or miss. A lot of people are like, especially since the opening scene of dialogue. Did you see my reaction to it? Like, I was watching the opening dialogue and I was like, what is happening? Because it's really crass. One of the game's goals, right? I guess the game creator's goals is to make a dating sim with quote unquote realistic 2D girls, right? So these are girls that are 2D, but they're more sort of realistic than the bishojos you see in a lot of visual novels, in that they're more sort of Americanized. So they're more comfortable with sexuality, they're more comfortable with just themselves and their identities, and they don't necessarily need you to complete them, right? So I'm getting
you play it for the puzzle games, right?
Yeah, no, I do play it for the puzzle games. It's a really good game. Already 100%ed it. And, might I add, that does not mean just getting all the CGs. Because I got all the CGs, and that was only 80%. So I had to go run around and unlock all their outfits, too. But, rainbowed that game. Never been a game I couldn't. Yeah, no, seriously, you guys, it's on sale right now for $7.99 through Steam. And even though the version you buy on Steam is censored, you can uncensor it really easily.
We can do a tutorial right now.
Well, I'm just saying if anyone were to want to uncensor the game.
That's not what our viewers are all about.
We are very yes. Too pure.
So, what you guys gonna do for the next week?
Watch anime.
Watch anime.
Yeah, catch up.
Watch anime. Watch anime.
Oh yeah, I've got plenty of stuff this season worth watching, and Hunie Pop actually just sort of came out of the blue, and that's what I've been spending the past 3 days doing.
Because we got so many
What's the
questions, we got to
question?
sort through them.
What answer is it going to spit out?
Okay.
10. Wrong again.
How many anime episodes are ideal for you?
I've answered this.
Have we?
700.
Fuck you.
Huge
You are the
commitment.
You are the cancer.
Naruto, Bleach, and One Piece all match
I was gonna say
700 at least.
detective,
Oh yeah, I have never watched that one though. It's probably the ideal anime for me though.
Okay. And so I guess that ties in. Would you ever watch an anime with over 100 episodes?
Yes.
No. Well, actually,
would you, and have you?
If Bakemono were to continue.
Yeah, Bakemono is actually getting close to 100. They do sort of serialize it in a way that it's not like they're able to free up production time. Like, one of the problems with churning out a new episode every single week is eventually you run into things like filler and you run into burnout. So the production quality starts to suffer. And you see this a lot in, like, some of Bleach's later episodes, where the quality just became, like, really bad, animation-wise. So you'd see in-betweeners make mistakes, and they would become memes, and, it'd be really terrible. Because it's tough to keep up with a production schedule where you animate a full 23-minute episode in just like a week, and after a series has been going for over
3 years, 2
3
years.
years, it's at that point where you have to essentially South Park an episode, except you don't have the luxury of the kind of animation style South Park uses. You actually have to hand animate 6 frames a second, probably more. Like, how many frames do you do per second now? It's like 24, right? So that's 24 different stills that have to be keyframed in between, da-da-da-da-da. So it gets really bad. So that's why I don't like anime that's, too excessive in terms of episode count. But I'm willing to forgive a high episode count if it's spaced out and timed correctly, and a lot of things are accounted for.
So what's your ideal number?
24.
24.
I don't know. I mean, I would say that I totally forgive any, like, fault in production over a 7-year series. Like, that's not what I'm there to watch. I don't care that it's perfectly animated. I want the story. I want the characters that I've invested time into. So that's why I don't mind it going long and forever. I like the story that I'm watching, and I want to see more of the character. So
yeah, for anything over 100 episodes is a huge commitment for me. It's just like, okay, how many episodes do I have to watch? Am I going to be on schedule and all that? And yeah,
it sounds like you sounds like the anime company needs to make a proposal to you to watch their series. It's like, let me review this. I don't know. The backlog's pretty full. What can your series offer me?
So much ecchi.
But yeah, if I were to say ideal number of episodes, it would be around like 24, 25.
See, my ideal number will also be around 24, 25, because 12 anime episodes could be too short in a way for a series.
Grisaia.
Yeah, for sure. Need so much more. At least they have 2 seasons confirmed.
Yep.
So then.
K-On!
Remind me, your Supernatural was only
K-On!
like
was
13,
also
right?
only 12 episodes.
The second season got 20.
Yeah, the second season,
Yeah.
but the first season
First
left
season
people
was-
wanting.
And they got it.
But first season of Supernatural was only, or Supernatural Battles Are Commonplace was only
12, right?
12 or 13.
And that one, I honestly don't see it getting more.
That's a shame, though. I feel like with how much they were trying to fit in, they needed more.
Because they just closed it out in the end, saying, "Oh, this is how our life is going to be from now on."
Oh, good.
Wait, you didn't finish it?
Nope.
What a scrub!
And then I watched all of Bleach. Shame to say, or not. Some of it was good. I watched some Naruto, and then I just stopped. I don't ever touch One Piece.
One Piece is actually the best of the 3, I think.
It's
If you
like
can get
1,000,
past-
700 or something.
What?
It's like 700 of them.
There's
So,
about 700 of all of
so I
them.
don't think I can start now.
I mean, Shippuden's, what, 300 or 400?
I
and...
skipped the first season of Naruto.
Okay.
I just went straight to Shippuden.
That's probably safe. I mean, you missed some cool moments, but not a whole lot. The Shippuden had, I think, the better half of the series.
And then, I guess, based on time, our last question. Get the last show you watched and the last game you played, combine them, and what do you get? Okay, I will answer this first one since I had time to think about it. So, I watched a show called Jigoku Shoujo recently. So, that one's mostly about if you have a revenge and you want to have vengeance against someone, you just go to the Hell Link site, write their name, and then they'll go straight to hell. But the repercussion is that when you die, you also go straight to hell. So then the recent game I played is Fire Emblem. And so if I combine those two, it would just be the characters are normal people using phones or laptops and killing each other. Sending it to hell. So that's what I got.
Sweet.
Not sure mine's is going to be any different. Because
Kantai
recently,
Collection,
Kantai Collection, yeah. Played it this morning.
How meta.
How perfect. That was...
I think if I'm not 100% sure what the last anime or show I watched was, I think it was Kuroko Basketball and League of Legends. So, so we got some really dope 5-on-5 league/basketball going on.
Are you gonna watch season 3?
I will, and I'm gonna be sad every moment. It's not good.
I saw a Kuroko no Basket, is that it? Move at my job today. I wrote an article for our website where the Sandia High prep varsity basketball team, like one of the kids inbounded a ball, and this guy pulls off like a half-court buzzer beater shot, but the way he does it, so the ball's coming in, the guy who's like mishandles it, can't get a hold of it, bounces up into the air like up there. This guy goes up, catches it, and while airborne launches it from the half court, catches the net. Yeah! Would that be out of place in Kuroko no Basket?
It's like a combination of two people. On
Yeah.
Yeah. That happened.
I mean, I could see AOG doing
Like
it.
Almine is one of them, combined with the one that could shoot like from ridiculous range. Yeah. Combine those two. That's basically one-handed full court.
There's a dude in that AOG.
I don't know where
What-
took home.
The guy that's the
Almine?
Yeah, Amine is absurd. He does all the time. He like bends back where his knees are 90 degrees and he is parallel with the ground and just hooks it.
Those fadeaways! Wow, he does the best fadeaway.
And no one can like stop his movements. Like he does the most stupid thing. Oh, the grid one. He jumps past the basket, past the hoop, and throws it behind him.
So the last,
So good.
forgive my digression. Shouldn't have gotten these guys talking about Kuroko no Basket. Clearly, the last
sickest
game
of
I
basketball
played,
anime.
Hunie Pop. The last anime I watched, How to Raise a Boring Girlfriend. When you combine them, you get every single visual novel ever. Because one of Hunie Pop's distinguishing features is the fact that the girls are a little more self-realized. And How to Raise a Boring Girlfriend has a lot of cookie-cutter anime girl tropes. So you just replace them, and then you get a totally uninteresting, albeit playable, visual novel.
Oh, I'm trying to think. What's the alternative mixing of these two?
What other alternative mixing could there be?
I mean, where it's
When
all the
the-
girls of How to Raise a Boring Girlfriend are actually these Americanized people.
Or the game that they're developing in How to Raise a Boring Girlfriend isn't the visual novel from that, but is instead the dating sim / visual novel called Hunie Pop.
They're going in such
That'll be
deep
sick.
right here.
Dude. That'd be interesting if they were like, because one of the biggest problems Hunie Pop faces right now is like you've got a lot of people angry on Twitter that such a game exists. Like these are social justice warriors and feminists and whatnot that are on a crusade to fix entertainment, right? So they don't like this, therefore it should not exist. So how these Japanese how this Japanese doujinshi circle deals with these types of detractors might be something interesting to watch. Who knows?
And it becomes a shonen action where they're fighting off all the Twitters.
So, then, since that's all the questions, any last word from the president about club?
We're going to have a meeting Saturday.
On a Saturday.
The next Saturday.
So that's for club, and that's the end of our podcast.
Till next time, guys.
Till next time.